Welcome back to Global Business Europe. The events in Afghanistan have sparked fears in the European Union of a repeat of the 2015 refugee crisis. Back then, millions of migrants set out for Europe, with close to 900,000 people arriving in Greece.
Then many were sympathetic, but feelings have changed, with the government determined to stop the country from becoming a gateway to Europe, and the locals unhappy too. Evangelo Sipsas reports.
Sitting at the edge of Europe, Ormenio is a tiny village along Greece's northern border with Turkey and one of the main stops for refugees trying to enter the European Union. It is here couple Nerazia and Costa call home, witnessing the changes from multiple refugee crises.
When I bought my new treasures, I washed them and I hung them to dry. Then, when I woke up in the morning, they were gone. I washed my shoes and left them out to dry. In the morning, they were also missing. I'm afraid, especially during the night, I'm concerned to go out.
Haunted by past waves of refugees from Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan, some Greek politicians want to avoid another large-scale influx of migrants. In August, Greece completed a 40-kilometer fence on its border with Turkey, and a new surveillance system is in place to stop potential asylum seekers. Athens says the number of illegal entries has dropped, but locals think differently.
The government is trying to convince us that no one crosses the border. Actually, it's not true. Many go through. I bet if an elephant tried to cross, it will make it. I understand that it's difficult for the refugees, but it's also difficult for us too. We have to protect ourselves. That's why we have dogs to warn us if they hear anything strange. But besides that, most of us here are hunters. I have my hunting gun always ready in case we feel threatened. What else can we do? We don't have another choice.
When many asked here in Evros about the difficult situation in Afghanistan, the answer is always the same. We cannot accept more people. The country is looking to avoid the repeat of events in 2020, where thousands of migrants and asylum seekers tried to storm the Greek border. Then, Greek authorities were praised of how they handled the situation. Now, it's Greece's actions that are raising concerns.
The hatred impression that you get from people, the fear that you get from people, is being fed by the government rhetoric. The government is presenting the people on the move, children, women, and men, as a danger, as a threat to our societies. And of course, the Evros events in February 2020, where for political reasons those people were used, and this was presented as an attack, a hybrid attack.
Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis says the country has already shouldered a great burden and is calling on the European Union to take action. With only few meters separating the two sides and water levels at their lowest, the Evros River has become a popular route for migrants. But hopes of a bilateral response to this diplomatic and humanitarian crisis remain challenging, as tensions between Greece and Turkey have been simmering in recent months. Evangelo Sipsas for CGTN from the Greek-Turkish border.